I'm Sophie, welcome to Fight Label.
Upstairs is our design office. Welcome to Fight Label, enter if you dare to be different.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps and I am here at the Fight Label headquarters with Sophie, who, by the way, just sort of stumbled across the scene of boxing. We have another woman in boxing.
Second woman in boxing. First woman in boxing.
It's nice to have women in boxing, you know, it's not very common.
No.
When you came on the scene, did you feel like you were received well?
Do you know, it's been the nicest thing, like the nicest transition into boxing, because we have been like so well received. Like it's just been incredible, the response to it, because I really didn't know what to expect in terms of what boxers would think to what I was doing, or whether it was needed, whether it's what somebody wanted. But it's just been overwhelming, like the response and how people just love what I do. Like we get so many messages from people saying like how amazing the kits are and they love them, and it's just been really refreshing change for me to start working in something like this. Because like, before I've worked in like very female-dominated sports, and now to work in a male-dominated one it's different. I love it.
So prior to boxing, tell the Fight fans like exactly what you were doing.
So before Fight fans look at what we were doing, it was all figure skating fans. Okay. So it was like a completely, like one side was pink sparkly leotards and now it's black sparkly shorts. So it's completely different garments, but generally the concept is the same, because the customer will be having a custom-made garment for the end result, whether it's a figure skating competition or a boxing fight. You know, it's kind of a similar process where we'd sit down with a customer and do a design and get it made. So generally it's the same, but it's just a very different looking garment when it's finished.
Yeah. So did you go to fashion school? I mean, exactly how did you become a designer?
Well, what happened, I was at school, I left school at 16 and went straight to fashion college, and I did that for like 2-3 years. And then started working in different places. Like I used to have a fashion, like really small fashion boutiques, like selling clothes. So I experienced like the buying and retail side. And then I got a job working at Sheffield University as the fashion technician. So I would like teach industrial sewing and pattern cutting and design software. And then after that I moved on to be a designer for a company called Forever Unique, who do like really nice evening and prom dresses. But I worked like 9 days, like a third of the month I'd be in China, and then the other part of the month I was in Manchester. So I was literally split between a suitcase, an airport and a train station, which was tiring. I did it for a year, and then it kind of just got to the stage where I was making figure skating costumes on the side, and that grew, and then before you know it I'd left my job and started doing it full time, and that was like 10 years ago, and now I'm here. And a year in,
now you're here,
and it's all Fight Label. Like, all I do is I wake up, think about Fight Label, I go to bed, I'm thinking about Fight Label, talk about Fight Label all day, talk about boxing all day. It's like my whole life has just changed in the last 12 months from what it used to be.
So tell people, or let people know just how many hours that go into doing what you're doing, and also developing a company. There comes a lot of sacrifice and long hours.
So like, you'll know, it's just you literally live, sleep.
Because you're creating something that hasn't ever really been done. I mean, it has, but it hasn't. You have your own style to things.
Yeah, I have my own way of doing things. I think, like, honestly, I spend so many hours here. Like, I work all hours, but it's because I love it.
What's your schedule like? So generally, on a Monday, what would it be?
On a Monday is mayhem. So like Monday would be get here, and it's kind of like, if there's been a fight at the weekend, there'll be like loads of emails to go through to kind of respond to people that are wanting to buy like the boxes, t-shirts, or things, and then you know we have designs and stuff to catch up on to put into production for the week ahead. So Monday is generally a bit of a mad day. So we might start like 8:30, get here, like start going through emails and things. I generally place all orders and things on a Monday so that we have everything we need for the rest of the week. So Monday tends to be the organisational day. I generally work from like 8:30 till maybe, on a good day would be like 6:30, 7, but these last few weeks it's been like 11:30, 12 at night, and like that would be full team here. Like there's 4 of us that work here, so we'd all be hands on deck.
So say a fan contacts you and says, I want to replicate the shorts of Chris Eubank Jr.
Yeah.
Is that possible? Are you able to replicate?
We can't, like, generally speak, unless we ask the boxer and say, okay, somebody wants to buy your shorts, like your design, I wouldn't normally do a replica pair of something. Like we have.
So even with Amir Khan's shorts, you had Swarovski stones, crystals on his
last shorts, yeah.
So you got the chance to work with Frost of London, and then bringing over.
Yeah, we had, like, on his first pair of shorts, the fight shorts that we made, they were 24 karat gold. So we worked with 24 KT, which provided the gold fabric. Then the shorts were in, like, lamb leather and crocodile embossed leather, which were nice. But he didn't have any stones on those. And then the next shorts we did for the Algeria fight, he had a few amount of crystals, and it's kind of, each pair we're doing is getting more and more. It just depends on, because he's never had them before.
Yeah.
It's quite a different thing for him to be a bit blingy, which, you know, is nice now.
Which a lot of guys...
I'm finding it's strange.
Like Anthony Joshua, this big old monster once.
Like, you thought 6'6", like asking, oh, can I just have some more red ones, or can I just have some more grey ones? And I was just like, okay, if you really want those. And it's odd for me because I'm obviously used to it so much with the figure skaters that they always want more. But I was so kind of a bit
not in boxing.
Not in boxing. No, not with guys like punching each other, wanting to look like blinged up to the max.
So for people who are just becoming more familiar with Fight Label, who are the big stars that you've worked with so far?
You know, I've been so lucky. Like, since we started, I kind of stepped in. And, like, the first customer was Amir Khan, which is, you know, amazing. And then we've got Kell Brook, Anthony Joshua, which is incredible, Luke Campbell. We did Andre Berto shots for the Mayweather fight. You know, the list is going. It's like just growing. Literally, people are just getting in touch all the time, wanting to come across, which is amazing for me because I never expected such a wave of all these like big names, and we've got quite a few names in the US that are kind of coming across now, which is nice because I think my product over there is really well received because it's different and it's unique and it is very in your face. They're very bold designs, they're very kind of flashy, whereas here I think boxers tend to be a little bit more conservative and they just stick to like the side panel design short that everyone's seen.
No, I think everybody's gonna switch over.
Yeah, I think
everybody likes
to
a
switch
sparkle.
over. Everyone wants a bit of sparkle. It's glamorous, it's fashionable, and that's like boxing is a fashionable sport right now, and I think it's the right time. Like, I wouldn't have done Fight Label if it wasn't the right time.
Sports and fashion, just like sports and entertainment, everything all walks hand in hand anyway.
Yeah, it all goes together so well, and I think whatever it's current and it's happening, you know, I'll always keep developing Fight Label. Like, even with the designs that I keep doing, it tends, every time I look at it as a blank canvas. Like, I don't think, oh, I did such and such a design for such and such, so I'll just do that in a different colour for someone else. I literally wipe the slate clean every single time. So, day to day at Fight Label in here, like, this is where, from all the design work that we do, they start to get made into the physical garments. So, after all the measurements, and we've got the fabrics in, we'll cut all the patterns depending on who it is and whether we've made for them before or whether it's a new one from scratch, because we draft every pattern from scratch for each boxer, so everyone has their own type of shorts. They'll have a different length, a different waist size, different ways, like different widths that they like to wear, so everything is completely unique and bespoke to every single boxer that comes. On here we cut all the patterns and all the fabrics, whether it's like a standard fabric like a satin or a velvet, or we do like full leathers. We're making python skin, so it could be pretty much anything really. And then we have a range of machines which do different jobs, like we sew leathers on a certain type of machine, we sew standard fabrics on another type. with the embroidery machine where we do all of the logo stitching and all of that stuff. Embroider hats, you name it, we do it.
How many hours go into making one pair of shorts? And not an Anthony Joshua type pair of shorts, because I can imagine that's double the time.
That's triple time, quadruple time into those ones. Generally speaking, like a pair of shorts could take 2 hours, 3 hours, like a standard pair. It depends what goes into it. Like they have some like weird print design that needs to go on it, and there's like everything has different stages. Like you might need to print something before it gets sewn up. But because we do, like a lot of my designs are very curved and shaped, and everything has to kind of be positioned and laid out flat. So there's a lot more work that goes into the shorts as a flat piece before it does. Like the actual sewing process for every pair, whether it's an Anthony Joshua level short or an amateur level short, takes the same. It's just the preparation time.
So obviously this is where all the magic happens.
This is where dreams are made.
So how many people work with you in here?
There's about 4 people in total that work here, so there's not many. But because obviously we make very one-off shorts, you can kind of only have like one person at once doing one bit at once.
Sophie, super cute.
Sophie costumes and meets fight level.
Have you worked with any women yet?
We worked with Nicola Adams, who won the Olympics for Britain, because they don't really get to wear in the more like Great Britain, like national level. They don't really get to wear their own shorts. They just wear because Adidas sponsor them, so they just get given kit. But there's one, the ABA Championships, like the kind of like the British Championships of boxing. They can wear their own shorts for that, and she was doing it. So she approached us and said, "I'd love a kit," and it was nice for me because it's like the first thing I've had to do with girls and boxing, apart from the ring girls. But it was like I kind of got into a bit more of what my stride would be, especially working with her. But unfortunately, she had to pull out of the competition, so she never got to wear them, which was a bit of a shame. But because there's not as many women doing it, it's not quite as, especially in the pro game, it's like relatively.
Well, maybe hopefully in the States, I know we got a ton of female professional boxers.
I think over there, and I think a lot of my stuff is probably more
we'll have to do an introduction.
Yeah, we need to cross over the
We need to bedazzle the women's shorts.
We do, I think so. I think over there, because our stuff's like quite outrageous and quite, flamboyant, I think it is much more suited to American boxers. Like the first time I went to a fight was a Miz fight in Vegas, and like Devin Alexander came out fully bedazzled, and I was like, we don't see this here. Like you don't see things like that here. So I was like, right, I can do that at home. So then I've started doing it, and it's just they walk into the ring and all the spotlights are on, and it catches your attention. And I think to get seen and to progress, you want to catch attention. Like you want to have everyone looking at you and talking about you, even if it's like me wearing a massive fur pair of shorts. It might be not everyone's taste, but it catches attention, and he's got known for that now. Whereas someone that's just gone on in a standard pair of forgettable shorts is not gonna be remembered like 2, 3 weeks, 3 years down the line. He'll still talk about that for years to come. About, oh, look at those shorts.
I think everyone will.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be here for ever.
I hope so.
Hey Fight fans, if you guys haven't already done so, make sure you download the Behind the Gloves app. It's free, and it features really cool stuff like a fight calendar that reminds you of all the upcoming fights, and it allows for you to, with one click, to remind yourself directly to your phone. And it also features 24/7 breaking news that's going on in boxing. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that and subscribe to this channel.